Hello and welcome back to my channel. Glory to Jesus, honor to Mary and Joseph. It's common for families to attend Saturday vigil or Sunday mass with their small children, which can sometimes lead to interruptions due to children crying or playing. Two Catholic priests have some advice aimed at improving the experience for both parents and other mass attendees. Father Vicente Eliama Vega, a priest of the Diocese of Saltillo in the Mexican state of Coahuila, started out by saying that it's essential to get children used to fulfilling the obligation to attend Mass weekly, as well as on holy days of obligation, for the glory of God and for the salvation of their souls. Vega urged families to maintain this practice and take their children to church, since it's the way in which we are going to prolong the heritage of faith. Father Jose Joan Montova, known on social media as Father Bore, founder of online ministry for the Archdiocese of Monterrey in the states of Nuevo León, called for patience and asked people to remember that the noise and behavior of children are naturally for their age, and that this is what the hope and future of our church sounds like. Then he now gave advice for parents. Montalvo said he often encourages parents to look for a parish where there are special celebrations for children. However, the priest explained whether or not this type of mass is available. It is essential that parents accompany their children and not only let them experience the mass as children, but gradually educate them. He suggested teaching them something new every time they attend Mass, such as explaining the moment of the consecration, the readings, or when it's time to pray or stand up. Thus, parents can be catechists for their children during Mass. He also suggested that parents look for resources on dynamics or tasks. He recommended using a checklist with elements of the celebration to keep them attentive. For example, they can recognize simple elements such as a chalice or remember which apostle the gospel of the day was from. Montalvo indicated that these types of lists or activities can be found on the internet, so little by little children can be taught how to live the Mass, but with a lot of patience, with a lot of pedagogy. Then advice for priests. Vega emphasized the importance of forging the heart and the love of Sunday Mass, pointing out that it is in this regard priests play a fundamental role. He suggested that with charity, the priest himself or one of his assistants could directly get the child's attention. This has a more intense effect than if the father or mother did it. Although this measure could provoke some reactions, Vega noted that it's not something that should cause scandal, since Christian education is firm in the principle, gentle in the manner, which allows firmness to be maintained without offending anyone. Does Mass count if I am caring for my children? Someone asks. The Code of Canon Law states that the faithful are obliged to participate in the Eucharist on holy days of obligation. However, it notes that people who have a serious reason, for example, illness or the care of small children, or who are dispensed by their own pastor, are excused from attending. Those who deliberately fail to fulfill this obligation commit a grave sin. The Catechism of the Catholic Church states in number 2181, Pope Francis had also addressed the issue during a homily at the Vatican in 2020. While baptizing 32 babies, he told parents, "Don't be afraid, let the children cry. However, if your child cries or complains, maybe it is because he is too warm, take something off him, or because he is hungry, breastfeed him quietly here." Vega explained that the Mass counts in the same way if I am coming in and out to calm my restless child. However, he recommends that the child learn to be at Mass. The priest explained that in case the father or mother must leave the church, for example, to go outside to the atrium, they must remain in their hearts united to the divine worship that is being offered at the altar. What should not be done in this case, he said, is to use that time for distractions such as cell phones, but rather stay united, but on that side of the wall, thus fulfilling the Sunday or holy day precepts to be kept. So, we encourage parents to also listen and care for their children just like this, but please, parents should also teach their children the norms, and they should also know that they are in the Holy Mass. Thank you very much for watching. I love you. Bye-bye.